All right, so it's just past 9 a.m., top of the hour. This morning, sort of like last week, we don't have a lot going on. Last week, the best day of the week was on Tuesday, as it turned out for me. That was my best day. I don't even really remember the whole week, but Friday was a green day. So, Monday was a little slow, Friday was a little slow. And here we are at the beginning of the week looking at the gap scanner, and we have a gapper up 107% TMBR. However, you'll notice that the headline here is that they're to be acquired by Leo Pharma. So typically an acquisition trades exactly sideways, but sometimes there are terms in these acquisitions that allow the company being acquired to receive more per share if they meet certain milestones. So so that means there's a guaranteed buyout price of, I guess, 262, but they could get more if they meet certain milestones. So sometimes traders will speculate and trade something like this, hoping that they do meet some of those milestones. But realistically, I usually won't trade a buyout. Its upside potential is fairly limited in total. I would prefer to trade something that has, front side of the move that has quite a bit more upside potential. They could go up, 50, 100% more. So this morning, TMBR is our leading gapper at 106%. TIRX is our second leader at 29%, just under 30%. This one's pulling back a little bit, as you can see. Pre-market high is like 180. That's not a good pattern to be buying into right now, so I don't see anything there to trade, leaving that alone. Let's see. Next one down, ELIQ. ELIQ, there's really nothing particularly interesting about this right now. It's been selling off. I will say that these after strong sell-offs can have bounce days. It's already had one bounce day though. So could it have another one up here or down here? Maybe, but I wouldn't be that eager to trade it. So let me just look at the level 2 for 1 second. ELIQ, it's a NYSE listed stock, New York Stock Exchange. SKLZ, this one hit the scanner a few minutes ago, popped up here to a high of 868, but just for a second it doesn't even have 100,000 shares of volume right now, 60,000 shares. So let's look at the continuation scan just to check out stocks that made big moves last week. So SPGC, this is really remarkable. How much this one moved up and how much it's come back down. I mean, this is pretty insane. So it's all the way down to 266 right now. It hit a high there of $32 a share. And it IPO'd. Well, what did it start trading at? I don't know. But in any case, it's come down quite a lot. All right, so it's on the continuation scan just simply because of the range in the last 2 weeks. And, these are candidates to watch. This would actually be more of a reversal than really continuation, but it's a high range stock. So let's see, the all-time low right now is about, well, that little blip down there, this low was about 245. So SPGC, low of 245, currently up about 5%. Yesterday's high was 327. So, it's worth just keeping an eye on. I'll put the chart up here, SPGC. You could get a first daily candle to make a new high. And could that give you a move of 20, 30%? Yeah, that's not out of the question. All right, next one down, LQR, cheaper stock. Again, big move, sold off, could have bounced maybe. GLTO, 62 cents. VTGN. No, probably not. It's the thing with VTGN is it's below the 200 moving average. I don't like that. BFS. First daily candle to make a new high would be over like $20. JTAI. Yeah, it's a funny chart. Okay. Well, that was helpful just to take a look at those. Overall market this morning, we've been pulling back for the last week or so, 2 weeks, which explains in part why August has felt a little slower, why last week may have felt slower. The market was pulling back last week. So, that does weigh a bit on things. So we've got a little bit of a pullback in the overall market. I'm not sure exactly where we're going to find some support, but started bouncing on Friday, bouncing up a little bit more today, pre-market, although giving back some of those gains off the top. So I think anyone who was green last week, you outperformed the overall market. So congratulations, you did a great job. And let's see if we can do that again this week. And that may mean laying low and being a little patient until one starts to move. So like right now, you could say, Ross, just sitting here not trading anything. Well, I don't see anything moving enough right now to warrant a trade. And something that's important to be mindful of is thinking about your accuracy, trying to be accurate. So higher degree of accuracy, better profit loss ratio gives you more confidence to start trading with bigger share size. So trying to just bump up that accuracy sometimes starts with just being a little bit more patient and asking yourself, is this really a good quality setup? Does this actually give me 2-to-1 profit loss ratio? And if not, then there's really no reason to be punching the keys. The better thing to do is to sit tight, be patient, and wait. So that's my approach. I'm not even as good at that as other people. I see some people who won't take trades for like 3 or 4 days, and then they'll get a trade on the 5th day or whatever. But I usually don't have that many no trade days, although maybe I should have some more of them. I think I could work on being a little bit more patient. So I need to try to improve on that. So it's about 10 past 9. Let's see. Alright. So usually headlines come out at the top and the bottom of the hour. You never know. You could get a headline that comes out sometime between now and the open, but that would be fairly uncommon. So I think right now the game plan is just going to be no trades going into the open and to watch to see how things look between 9:30, 9:45, going up towards 10 a.m. and see if anything shows itself and has some momentum. If we see some momentum, then that's what we're looking for. But right now, it feels like a pretty cold start to the week. That's not totally uncommon for what it's worth. The beginning of the week, it's usually, even if you had a great day on Friday, it's kind of hard for that enthusiasm to carry over all the way till Monday. It's kind of like it's a new week. Let's just see how things perform. And so, in a hot market, if we have something that's gapping up, then right away we can kind of get our feet wet. But in a colder market, I think a lot of traders will hesitate a little bit. So we are waiting for something to prove itself, and then that can start sort of a cycle of momentum for this new week. So we need something to get started. And by all means, if you see something that looks good, call it out. I'm just going to be watching scanners, being patient, waiting for something that starts to move quickly. Rate of change. That's what I want to see. We know that some of our biggest wins, or some of mine this year at least, have been from recent reverse splits, recent IPOs, and SPAC mergers. So those are a few setups that I'll continue to pay extra close attention to. So Aaron, I don't think there's a class specifically that just focuses on the 10-second chart, although it's something that's on my charts throughout most of the classes. So I do end up talking about it. Um, but I can make a note to cover that in a bit more detail if you'd like. All right. Well, I think I'm gonna spend a little bit of time here hitting some comments on YouTube. So those of you guys who are tuned in on YouTube, always feel free to leave comments because I do respond to all of them. And I'll give you guys a link here if you didn't already check it out to an episode that is kind of a nice summary of the strategy that I've used for the last, well, more than 10 years. This is the strategy right there. I'll just post that link on YouTube that I've used to make over 12 million in gross profit. I think when I updated it, I was at $11,949,499.51 in gross profit with this momentum strategy. So check out that episode if you want to learn a little bit more about momentum. There's no question that patience is key to any trading strategy. You've got to know what you like, and if you don't see it, wait until you do. So patience is important. I'm exercising that today. Take some discipline to be able to hold tight. You want to sit down, you want to punch the keys, you want to make some money, but cash is also a position. So my account right now is sitting in cash, ready to trade, and just waiting for that setup that looks good. All right, so that's the game plan for today. Thank you guys for tuning in for the morning show. I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you hit the thumbs up. Hope you subscribe to the channel, and we'll be back at it first thing tomorrow morning. Reminder as always that trading is risky and my results aren't typical, and there's no guarantee you'll find success whether you trade with me or you learn on your own. So take it slow and certainly practice in a simulator before you put real money on the line.